Alright, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to Turnin Hip Hop, where we give you the good, the bad, the ugly on everything hip hop. Right now, it's your boy B Rich. I got my dog Bex Polo DJs with me. My dog Spade, Mr. 5150.
What's going on?
Today's a special segment. We're gonna be talking about the Kendrick Lamar verse. So we want to give you our take on it. So fellas, Big Sean just released a song called Control, featuring featuring Kendrick Lamar and Jay Electronica. Any thoughts on it?
Man, listen, my man Spade put me on. He was like, did you hear the Controls track yet? I said, no, I haven't heard it. But then when I went and heard it, man, I called the man back. I had chills. I'm like, boy, Kendrick spit something hard on that.
Well, yeah. So do you think he had the best verse on the song?
By far.
By far.
Everybody else after Kendrick finished, and then I tried to listen. I couldn't listen to him. I was still stuck on what he said on his verse.
I mean, I think it's what hip hop needed.
Yes.
He definitely raised the bar for a lot of different rappers, not just with the controversy that's going on, but just he raised the bar as far as lyricism, and that's what hip hop is anyway. It's competitive, not being buddy,
right?
And we need more lyricists out there. And if name calling or name dropping is basically what it took, then I applaud that all day.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't even know how hip hop got so far off track, but I'm definitely glad to have it back to where it's supposed to be at. It's been about lyrics. It should still be about lyrics. I'm glad Kendrick, actually, dropped the bomb on everybody to wake everybody up. So hopefully we get some good responses. What I've heard so far, I haven't been too impressed. Me personally, I like Joel Ortiz's verse. He had a decent little verse. How about you? How did you feel about the Joel Ortiz verse?
I like the Joel's, and he was one of the first people to respond.
Right.
I've heard probably like 12 response, a lot of people with no name, and I think a lot of whining is basically going on. Like when it first jumped off, I did get on my Twitter and I tweeted out, I applauded Kendrick. I was like, you get both hands and feet stomps for this verse of the year, because this really did shake up the hip hop ground. And right after that, I also tweeted out that now watch, you're gonna see a lot of sensitive rappers start crying. I'm like, up too late.
and to finish that sentence.
And that's basically what it is. I think some people are taking what was going on. Like, I want to first of all say that he spit a lot of metaphors in his rap, and I think certain people are taking it in a personal way.
Right.
I saw one of the interviews where Meek Mills was one of the first I seen that was actually called out in the song, was actually asked about it, and the DJ actually said that he called himself the new Machiavelli, and he was the king of New York, and that's not how that verse actually went. He said, I'm the offspring of Machiavelli, I'm the king of New York, I'm the king of the coast,
So do you think they have the right to take this verse personal? I mean,
Check them both.
One hand. So do you think he has a right? These rappers out there, do you think they have the right to take it personal? I don't think they should have took it personally. I think he just, generally speaking, that everybody needs to step the game up.
Yeah, I think so too. And then I think a lot of them, they took the far where I guess when he did start name dropping, and then he did say he murdered them in their own track kind of way. That was
right.
That was real. That was real. But I like that because Kendrick. That's what I'm saying. Once I heard that song and what he was saying through it, it's like I tried to listen to some of the responses, man. I just really cut them off, like Space said, it was a lot of no names, so it did get interesting. Then a lot of them used the same instrumental.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with the same instrumental. I just wanted to hear some
like the Ross saying kind of shots. Man, we're gonna take a way back, right? The rap was finale, right? Yeah.
I'm cool with the same instrumental.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna keep it as unbiased as I can keep it. I'm just gonna say, with me not being from New York, I can't really sit there and say if somebody stepped on, my home turf or mentioned my home turf, I think I would be the first one to respond. But in this particular situation, I'm gonna say, do you have the right to respond?
Right.
And some of the responses, I'm gonna say no.
So you talking about the specific line where you was talking about I'm the king of New York?
Yeah, well, that particular verse, but I'm just gonna say most people that are responding are from New York.
Right.
Okay, so you have Papoose that responded, you have Joel Ortiz, you have Joe Butt and Cassidy, who is not even from New York. I don't know why he responded.
Right.
Stop it, Cassidy. I know you want to get back in. Swiss doing the best he can. I had to put that plug in. But I mean, even Amon Shumpert, who plays for the New York Knicks. You get what I'm saying?
That was crazy.
Yeah, they're responding as far as New York. So I think they're just basically trying to defend their coach, but at the same point in time, I mean, it's metaphoric. But these are not the people I was expecting to respond. Like the names that were actually called out. If they responded, then I would say a different story.
Right.
But do something for your coach first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Papoose, I know you do some things, and I would never say they don't, but you can't just be underground. And a lot of stuff that I heard Papoose saying is, well, y'all gonna do this for us, and the DJs don't support me, and I put on yourself. I mean, get it popping. You know what I'm saying? Like Kendrick was in the same situation you was, and I know a lot of people gonna say, well, he got with Dr. Dre, and he got with Aftermath, but his talent still shined through enough for that to happen.
Right.
So before you can actually respond, I would say make something happen first for your city, then respond.
And I don't even think that Dr. Dre can be used as an excuse, because a lot of talented people work with Dr. Dre.
Exactly.
You know, and they never popped off. But you know, Kendrick, he's one of them gems that shine through.
And one thing too that I would say too, I like the Papoose. I like the Papoose.
I like his verse.
But the space, and then it just brought me back to how he was crying like a few minutes ago. Now, if he would just sat there and been patient, then drop his verse like this, that probably would have gave him a little shine.
So the question is, should Kendrick respond?
I don't think so. I think he just need to sit back and let them hang themselves. You know.
But if Kendrick do respond,
yeah.
I mean, like we do this show, do all his research, then he start dropping everything.
I don't think he need to respond. Like I said, they're a bunch of no names anyway, and I would just sit back and just literally. I mean, everything that was needed to be said was in that verse, and he said
what he said.
He said it. You know, if like I said, if it was a Drake or Meek Mills, or Mac Miller, or any of those people that respond, and if they want to respond, and I think that's the reason why they're hesitant to respond.
I mean, what do you take about people who say because they were mentioned in the song, they should feel proud, the fact that they got a shout out. If he wasn't mentioned in the song, you should feel some type of way about that, because he doesn't even feel like you're on his radar, that he even put you on the song. That's what I'm thinking why maybe some of them didn't respond, because at least they got mentioned.
Oh, okay, so they feel like they should have been, their names should have been called out.
Right.
Well, I mean, we all know how hip hop plays, and we all know how hip hop goes, and we do know that there's certain people that you're gonna hear on the radio. You're gonna hear Drake on the radio. You're gonna hear Meek Mills on the radio. Probably the only person that you might not hear that he did call out is Mac Miller.
ASAP as well. I don't think ASAP really be on the radio.
There you go. There go two people.
Yeah.
And that's really because they're independent based. But I mean, they're hot, and everybody knows about them, and they are hot. So I mean, as far as them, I don't think they need to respond, but I mean, if you just listen to the verse, it's hip hop, and it need to be competitive, and that is actually what I do like. And if they feel like they need to respond. I mean, it's good, but I don't feel like it has to be necessarily any of these no-namers. I mean, they're trying to put on for their coach, but they whining at the end of the day, and I'm just gonna keep it 100. Like, y'all whining, you know what I'm saying? New York ain't popping. Y'all know it's not popping. Talib Kweli even said that he sent out a tweet saying, all y'all New York rappers, are y'all ready to stop rapping like the South now? And that gives us justice because we from the South. I'm from the South, so I could say, well, what do you mean by that? I could get mad at that tweet or cry the same way, but it's hip hop at the end of the day. We listen to who we want to listen to. You listen to who you want to listen to. But at the end of the day, I mean, if y'all losing, do something about it. Don't cry about it, do something.
And I mean, this is y'all time now. I mean, so you got no excuses. The game is getting back to spitting. So if you feel like you got something to say, this is the time now.
And I'm tired of all that crime. It started in New York, and this is the home of it. Like, we all know that.
Yeah.
But y'all losing. Yeah. And he just came over there, shook it up. Hip hop needed that because, for one, hip hop need lyrics right now. I'm tired of the corny rap personally, and some of it do come from different areas, and some of it do come from the South. And I don't claim that sentence because we do have artists that can spit.
Right.
And just like y'all have artists that can spit, but y'all have artists who can't make albums and can't make hits. You know, that'll make y'all a good rapper.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think, you know, this has probably been the best week in hip hop all year. You know, this is definitely going to mark a point in the hip hop history book. So, you know, that's our special segment on Kendrick Lamar's verse. Be sure to tune back in there, Turning You Hip Hop. I'm B Rich. You can get at me on Twitter at BRich0331.
You know, I'm Spade Perry. You can always reach me at 51 Spade.
I'm Bass Polo. You can reach me at Bass Polo 357 on your Twitter.
And we out.